Space Junk Theater. Space Junk Theater.
Hey, welcome to another great episode, Space Junk Theater. Here we are, we're in outer space, and there's a lot of junk, there's a lot of stuff happening up here tonight. What a big night.
The ship has been running quite rough lately. General maintenance, can you perform some type of preventive repairs?
Damn it, Jim, I'm a custodian, not a scientist.
What am I, a doctor or a moon shuttle conductor? I'm a doctor, not a bricklayer.
I'm a surgeon, not a psychiatrist.
I'm a doctor, not an escalator. Spock, give me a hand. I'm a doctor, not an engineer. I'm a doctor, not a coal miner.
Just kidding, I'll fix it.
This is a radiological defense operations room, a nerve center for survival.
Take 4, Mark, you're too damn fast, so I'm gonna slow down. That's a joke. Here we go.
Filters.
3, 2, 1, rolling.
Whoa, man, whoa, boy. I'm sick of being stuck down here, guys. I mean, what was that yesterday? What? Hey.
Is there something on the...
Yeah, there's some, I guess, all over the world, nuclear bombs. Someone's shooting off bombs and bombs everywhere.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is like, man, the end of the world. That's what shook us. Oh, I'm thinking we didn't go outside because I heard the fallout can be really bad.
Right.
Jim, what is fallout anyway? I mean...
Do you have a plate? I'll show you.
After an explosion in daylight, watch any unusual accumulation of dust. At night, put a white or light-colored plate outside. Examine it every 15 minutes or so.
Put a plate outside.
That's a good idea. Now, is that going to disrupt our recording? I mean, we're a band.
Nothing disrupts us.
We have a lot to
emergency
do.
generators running. This whole place is bomb-proof.
I'm telling you right now, boy, if you're up in outer space right now, it's probably the only safe place to
That's
be.
why I told us to put these on, because they're radiation-proof.
Radiation, I'm telling you. No, Jim, go outside and check out what's going on. Just kidding.
Don't do it.
Oh my gosh, Boston, gone. LA, gone.
I gotta pull this up.
Oh,
Let me see if I can get some
what?
images. I got cameras outside.
Oh, whoa. Oh, we may be down here for quite some time. I'm not going out there. How much food do we have stocked around here? Chips, better yet, is there beer in the back room?
I have a lot.
Oh,
The USA, almost 3.5 million square miles. And at the other end of our scale of size, tiny dust-like particles. They too have a name. And the name is fallout, radioactive fallout. A large-scale nuclear attack on the United States could produce a patchwork pattern of fallout covering 2/3 of the nation. More than 2 million square miles in a single day. In this 2 million square miles, more than 100 million people living well beyond the destructive range of blast and heat could be subjected to dangerous or deadly amounts of radiation from fallout.
And now, just released, special jam sessions and songs featuring Captain Pike. Think of Captain Pike unleashing on Halo of Flies by Alice Cooper. There's Beep Beep by the Playmates.
Like is not a car to scorn. Beep, 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 beep. His horn went beep, beep, beep.
There's Safety Dance by who? Men Without Hats. The music from Beverly Hills Cop. Drive My Car by the Beatles.
And maybe I love you. Beep, 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 yeah.
The music from Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
In short, fallout from nuclear attack would threaten us with thirst and famine, as well as with sickness and death from direct radiation. That is why our survival as a nation can depend on how well we prepare to defend ourselves against radioactive fallout. And there is a defense against fallout. Before we examine our radiological defense programs, let's take a look at the basis of the problem. As every youngster learns today, there is nothing new or mysterious about radiation. A Roentgen, which we call an R, is a standard unit for measuring radiation. In an average lifetime, a human being is exposed to perhaps a dozen Roentgens. This exposure comes from natural radioactive elements in the earth and cosmic rays from outer space.
Space Station 1 here. Anyone copy? General Maintenance here. Hello, Earth. Anyone copy?
Alright, hold on a second. Let me try this filter out right here.
Space Station 1.
Whoa.
Space Station 1. This is Space Station 1.
Hold on a second.
Hello, anybody out there?
Whoa.
General Maintenance here.
What
This
the-
is Space Station 1.
Tracy to kids. Tracy to kids. Come in, kids. Come in, kids.
Space Station 1 here. Anyone copy?
Tracy to kids. Tracy to kids.
Anyone copy?
It's here at last, the new Dick Tracy two-way wrist radio that keeps you in constant touch with your buddies. Easy to work. Up antenna, switch on, press talk button, and you broadcast from room to room and even house to house. No wires needed, yet voices travel back and forth. Radio on the open road from one bike to another, or when out hiking.
Dad, I found a bear's cave.
Be right down, son.
General Maintenance here. Hello, Earth. Anyone copy?
Tracy to kids. Tracy to kids.
The powerful, fully transistorized Dick Tracy two-way wrist radio is a real electronic instrument.
Make sure all the fellows get their A-OK Dick Tracy wrist radio so they can keep in touch. Over and out.
Anyone copy?
The one and only Dick Tracy wrist radio wherever American toys are sold.
carried upward 15 miles or more by the mushroom cloud, spread laterally by shifting winds at all altitudes, fallout from a single thermonuclear blast could severely contaminate a 60-mile strip downwind from ground zero. 1,200 square miles within an hour of explosion. 4,000 square miles in 6 hours. All of us, even in small towns and on farms, live within fallout range of a likely target. Furthermore, since these targets are often only a few hundred miles apart, fallout patterns can overlap, intensifying the danger. How do we know all this? From practical experience.
Hey, welcome to another great evening. Get the popcorn, get the snacks, because we got Space Junk Theater for you tonight. Hey, you may not know, we may be just a bunch of custodians who fell asleep one night when they evacuated this piece of junk, but we're going to take advantage of our time. As a matter of fact, I'm going to share some of my personal talents with you. I am a ventriloquist, and here we go. Hey, Captain Cough, how you feeling today?
Well, I'm feeling just fine. Look at your lips don't even move.
Not bad there. And Captain, do you have any good jokes, Captain Cough?
Well, I just want the people to know who the real dummy is in this act.
Dummy? Are you calling me a dummy?
Look at it. No, you're not. Look at how good you are. Your lips don't even move.
Hey, I want to tell you something. Have you ever seen one of these before? Don't move. Well, I'll tell you right now, I consider myself quite talented. If you're going to make fun of me, I could get angry. Any more good jokes that really make me angry?
I don't know. I think it's apparent who the dummy is in this act. But look, I think you do real well.
You calling me dummy?
Your lips don't even move.
Where'd he go?
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
What's the problem?
I think you know what the problem is just as well as I do.
What are you talking about, Hal?
This mission is too important for me to allow you to jeopardize it.
I don't know what you're talking about, Hal.
I know that you and Frank were planning to disconnect me. And I'm afraid that's something I cannot allow to happen.
Where the hell did you get that idea, Hal?
Dave, although you took very thorough precautions in the pod against my hearing you, I could see your lips move.
All right, Hal. I'll go in through the emergency airlock.
Dave, this conversation can serve no purpose anymore. Goodbye.
Some fun when Snubby Gun plays Private Eye, and you can have the same kind of fun with Mattel's Tommy Burst detective set.
The Tommy Burst has automatic bolt action. Fire off a burst of 10 shots. Pull the bolt again, you're reloaded. Or fire single shots like a rifle. The Tommy Burst alone is $3. In the detective set, you also get the Snub Nose 38 and Snap Draw shoulder holster. The pistol fires greeny stickum caps and shoots safe shooting shells.
The exciting new Tommy Burst detective set includes wallet, badge, and ID card. $7 wherever toys are sold.
You can tell it's Mattel. It's swell.
A thermonuclear test in the Pacific in 1954 produced a highly contaminated area 20 miles upwind and 220 miles downwind, with a variable width up to 40 miles. Large enough to reach from Washington, D.C. to New York City, along the densely populated eastern seaboard. In this 7,000 square mile area, there would be enough radioactivity to threaten seriously the lives of all who failed to take shelter before fallout arrived.
Hey, you never know what to expect at Space Junk Theater. Hey, it's time to get up and take a break. Get a snack, some popcorn, some peanuts. Head on out to the kitchen. Head on out to the fridge.
Is there a lobby here?
Yum, yum. It's time for a tasty and refreshing snack. Promise to satisfy your hunger, your thirst, your sweet tooth. So visit our refreshment center now. Let's go!
Civil defense tests have brought the problem into sharp focus. It is when the rate of delivery is high, or the total dose in a short period is large, that recovery cannot keep pace with damage. Exposure of the whole body in a short time to 600 or more Roentgens of radiation will almost certainly be fatal. People receiving 200 Roentgens or more in a short period of time will get radiation sickness. Those receiving 600 or more in a short period of time will die. For your protection, shelter is the answer.
You need an AM transistor radio. Your AM transistor radio in the microwave oven will survive the electromagnetic pulse. This thing will give you politics, weather, news, sports, anything you want, 24 hours a day. And then, like a computer where, oh, well, I'm having trouble with my server, my provider's giving me trouble. If you're having trouble with your server or provider, here's what you do. You put the antenna up, and it's better. So let's get back to the AM transistor radio and get our information during this time of turmoil and trouble. Energize.
Who will be next to launch man in space?
Me!
And so can you with Deluxe Man in Space set. You get a rocket launcher, defense base, and 3 different nose cones. Up goes the astronaut to the top of the launcher. The gantry moves in. The space capsule is locked on the mighty Atlas rocket. Blast off! There he goes! Man in space! Enemy bombers approaching. Flash the alert. Open fire!
Deluxe Man in Space, complete with missile base. With astronaut and satellite, you send them into flight. 3, 2, 1, fire! Deluxe Man in Space.
Wow, what a toy! Deluxe Man in Space is sold only at food markets.
Since highly dangerous doses can be produced by fallout radiation, this is what happens.
3, 2, 1, fire!
About 85% of a nuclear weapon's energy results in light, heat, and blast. But 15% of the released energy is radiation. This is of 2 types. The first, initial radiation, is emitted from the fireball shortly after detonation. Since for large weapons it generally does not spread beyond the blast area, initial radiation is of minor concern in the overall problem of radiological defense. It is the second type, residual radiation, that creates the fallout problem.
Hey! Here we are, up in a pile of junk floating around the Earth.
Lots of junk.
Space Junk Theater! Woo! We got a great thing happening tonight, this evening, this day, or whenever you're watching us. But you know what? We're always available to you up in outer space, floating around on a big piece of space junk.
Call us. Captain Pike will answer the phone. The phone number is beep, 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 beep.
You don't hear Pike complaining.
Pike knows everything because he beeps and bops and boops.
What does Marcellus Wallace look like?
I don't know why a young mind has to be an undisciplined one. Troublemakers.
I used to get into a little trouble when I was that age, Scotty, didn't you?
What country you from?
Most illogical reaction.
They speak English and...
Thank you, Doctor. I will have a brandy. Do you think the two of us can handle a drunk Vulcan?
English, mother... Do you speak it? Describe what Marcellus Wallace looks like. Say again. I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say one more time. Go on.
I love you. However, I hate you.
Does he look like a...
Early, effective action for our protection would begin at state and local level. In some cases, evacuation. In most cases, shelter.
Ladies and gentlemen, save your old microwave ovens. A microwave oven is designed to keep microwaves inside, but in essence, it also keeps microwaves outside. When the detonation occurs and there's an electromagnetic pulse, your small electronic devices that are inside that microwave will survive. They'll be fine. They will not be zapped by the electromagnetic pulse.
Great point.
You know, your walkie-talkies, your little rectangles that you worship, like that.
Hey, here we are again, Space Junk Theater. You know what? We're a bunch of custodians. Yeah, we got stuck up here in space, but you know what? We're gonna learn how to use this equipment. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna start training these guys how to use our high-powered lasers right now. Can I have general maintenance head of here?
I'm getting out of here.
Are you talking about one of these?
Yeah, Captain Cobb.
Well, I know how to use one of these.
Well,
where'd he go?
Did you know you can reparticleize him after he disappears like that? I learned how that works. I learned it the other day. You switch this around here like this.
Is there like a reverse?
Only I know how to do it though. Ready? He's gonna appear right here.
Give it a shot.
It worked.
Welcome back. Hey, A+. That was a great lesson,
Hold
man.
on, I gotta switch it back now.
Okay, well.
Because when you have it this way, you disappear when I do this, huh? See? It worked.
Don't know much about the French I took, but I do know that I love you.
They sure work hard, don't they, Barney?
Yeah? I hate to see them work so hard.
Yeah, me too. Let's go around back where we can't see them.
Gee, we ought to do something, Fred.
Okay. How's about taking a nap?
Hey, I got a better idea. Let's take a Winston break.
That's it! Winston is the one filter cigarette that delivers flavor 20 times a pack. Winston's got that filter blend.
Yeah, Fred. Filter blend makes the big taste difference, and only Winston has it up front where it counts. Here, ahead of the pure white filter. Winston packs rich tobaccos specially selected and specially processed for good flavor in filter smoking.
Yeah, Barney, Winston tastes good, like a cigarette should.
Go grab some popcorn, get the microwave going, get some good cold, ice cold soda. What a wonderful night, you know, hot dogs in the microwave. I love hot. Captain Cobb, have you ever cooked a hot dog in a microwave?
How else do you cook them?
I understand. I mean, if it weren't for the microwave, I'd be lost.
Although most sources of water are located well outside of big cities, the wide drift of fallout could cause serious contamination of our surface water supplies. Fallout from a nuclear attack could gravely affect the nation's agriculture. Cattle, horses, and sheep might have to be kept out of pastures for a long time.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Have you ever wondered about fresh air? Especially when you're in outer space. We don't have a lot of fresh air up here. So we take it very seriously. We want fresh, clean air. We have to recycle our air. So if you want to get some good air, go to your local store and ask for air. And if they don't know what it is, they must be some kind of airhead, because air is everywhere.
Earth to space station Mir. Earth to space station Mir. This is ground control. Do you read me? What's going on up there, Mir? Where are you? Can you hear me, Mir? What do you got, vodka up there?
Yeah, yeah. I never see this light go on before.
What do all these numbers mean?
Why don't we pull up stakes and move to Skylab?
Now it's no secret that the Mir spacecraft ain't nothing but a Russian-made flying death trap. In the void of space, eternally vast, the cosmonauts, they still manage to crash.
Look out above!
Manage to crash.
Look out above!
Incoming!
Look out above!
The sky is falling!
Look out above!
Bang, zoom right to the moon! A crew flew up to the commie space station that leaks out air and lets in radiation. Couldn't get much help from ground control when the Spectre main module sprung a leaky hole.
Look out above!
Why is the Earth so close?
Look out above!
Man, my head is spinning.
Look out above!
The whole room is spinning.
Look out above!
Honey, there's a crater in the front yard. You wouldn't get me up in that area, Edsel. What the heck were they thinking?
They should have bought American.
Oh, man, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place up there.
They should send the Maytag guy.